Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Hi Jovim family, my name is Jacqueline Asiama Namuyomba, a Ugandan, a Ghanaian, a British citizen too. Welcome back to my channel, guys. In this particular video, joking aside, we are going to answer some of your questions. Okay, I've been going through our videos. Why I call them our videos, guys, you've loved these videos. Equipment used for soap making, how we measured our lye solution to make a big batch, or call it master batching. Okay, making the liquid that we use to make soap in large quantities. The third video is regarding the dimension of the soap cutting table and also the wooden soap molds. Okay, I'm going to go through the questions that recurred several times. If I miss your question at all, don't hesitate to leave it in the comment or ask again. Each time I get a chance to answer your questions, I will. Okay? All right, let's start. Today, I got a question from somebody. Kindly allow me not to mention names, but I'll just say things generally so that you can find whichever you want from whatever we are going to discuss. The first question is about soap powder. Somebody is asking, Ma'am, what is soap powder? So this question is regarding the soap powder that we made yesterday or in the video that is currently available on my channel. I would say soap powder, guys, in simple terms, is just a detergent. A detergent in form of powder. We can use it for washing, cleaning, and other jobs. Okay? That is the simplest answer I can give. Okay? So that is the question somebody asked, what is a soap powder or a washing powder? It's a detergent in form of a powder. We can use it for cleaning or washing our laundry. Okay? All right, moving on to the dimensions of soap mold. I've put a few videos, and I remember one of the videos I went in details to explain was a wooden mold. Okay? These wooden molds are custom made. I went to the carpenter here locally in my village with a bar of soap. Actually, I bought a bar of soap. Took it to this young man and told him, Uncle, I want you to measure this bar length and width and make a soap mold. Either square or rectangle, whichever way, but I need this soap to fit in that mold when it's straight or across. Meaning, when I take this soap mold that I've made, and I put my soap butter, and the butter settles in it. When I'm on the cutting table, whether I face the mold this way or that way, I should get a soap bar or a bar of soap, approximately 1 kilogram. So the guy did the thing and it worked. Guys, you will buy a bar of soap, I repeat. Take it to a carpenter. Take your time to explain to them that what you're looking for is to make a square or a rectangle where this bar of soap can sit. Whichever way, this way or that way, if you put it on the soap table to cut it, it should make a bar of soap. It makes life easy. That I've put on YouTube. So gentlemen, ladies, wherever you are and you need to know the dimension of our soap molds, go back to my YouTube channel. Look for this particular video. I took time to explain this. It is there. I demonstrated this particular question with the green bar of soap, just in case the videos are many for you. I am putting the bar of soap in a mold, wooden mold, and explaining the dimensions. So please, for that question, go back to the channel and find that video. Okay. Then a young lady from Nigeria is asking, Mommy, what liquid did you pour in a white bucket? Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are not aware where this white bucket is, it is in the video where we are making soap. We've done a large master batch for our lye solution, and the following video that followed that was one where I was actually practically making soap. To make soap, I collected water from the big blue bucket. If you remember, go back to that video. The big blue bucket, which is 120 liters, we collected 10 liters of our concentrate, poured it in a white bucket, yes, and then diluted it. So basically, what I'm doing when I'm collecting from another bucket to pour in the white bucket is diluting our lye solution. So basically, what liquid I'm using is water. Clean water. You can use rainwater, you can use distilled water, you can use spring water. Use soft water. Hard water will not give you results as we did in the video. So use soft water. Tap water can work as well, okay? So what I'm using is water. So diluting the concentrate with water. Somebody needed to know, Mommy, what were you pouring in the white bucket after collecting solution from the blue bucket? Ladies and gentlemen, I collected the concentrate, our lye solution, from the blue bucket and poured in a white bucket. After that, I got my 1 liter cup and collected water to start diluting it. And if you really look keenly, there is a hydrometer in the white bucket. So it goes round and round and round and round until it reads the specific gravity of what we are looking for. So I was adding water, okay? I've answered that on my YouTube directly to the person who has asked the question, but if anybody has this question, the water I was adding in the white bucket after I've collected the concentrate was water. All right. The other question I'll go for that you guys are interested in is the combination of oils. Most of you are asking, Jacqueline, can you please explain to us a little bit more about the combination of oils? If we start studying about oils, it is a very big subject. However, here in Africa, we are lucky, and Ghana in particular, we have palm kernel oil, we have palm oil, we have coconut oil, we have shea butter, we have sunflower oil, we have sesame oil, we have granite oil, we have the lard, we have most of the oils except olive oil. So olive oil is not here in Ghana. We ship it from other countries, especially abroad. Okay? So about the combination of oils, ladies and gentlemen, let's start here. I'm not going to go to the scientific part of it because it's not necessary in this particular question. Besides, whether you've done chemistry or not, this is something you can know even just knowing that you've not done chemistry before. We have mainly coconut oil. That is the master of oil here in Ghana. Coconut oil lathers so well and agrees with other oils, especially in the combinations, okay? Coconut oil can be solid at room temperature. But here at home, when I say home Africa, the heat is strong. So basically it is in liquid form. When you go abroad, it's white. It's called cold processed coconut oil. But then it stays white and solid. You need to melt it back to liquid. Here in Africa, it's already melted. There's no way you can keep it solid because our temperature is already up there, high. Okay? So there is coconut oil. Let's put that aside. To get a good bar of soap to lather, use coconut oil and add any other vegetable oil. Okay? What I mean by that, you can use coconut oil with shea butter, you can use coconut oil with cocoa butter, you can use coconut oil with sunflower, you can use coconut oil with other forms of oils. But the downside is coconut oil is expensive. Although it makes a very beautiful bar of soap, it's quite expensive. So let's put that aside. Next one, palm kernel oil. PKO. Ugandans, you have that oil. Or somebody is bringing it to Uganda. Here in Ghana, hey, we are blessed. We have palm kernel oil. Okay? With palm kernel oil, it also lathers very well. And you know the advantage, guys? You could use only palm kernel oil to make soap. I told you that was a gift last time in the last video I made about combination of oils and the different types of oils we have around. Palm kernel oil can make soap by itself. When you have palm kernel oil, you may not use any other oil. You can just use palm kernel oil in our formula for 4 liters to make 8 liters and do just palm kernel oil soap. It will lather very well. Ghanaians will say it's kama pa. Yes. So, PKO on its own can make soap. Let's go for another combination. Palm kernel oil with sunflower oil. Palm kernel oil with vegetable oil. Palm kernel oil with any other oil. What you need to remember is 4 liters plus 4 liters to make 8 in the combination of the simple formula I gave you in in the last video of making soap, okay? That is oil combination, okay? If where you are, you have what else? Lard and no fat. Then you may have to use either coconut oil in the formula to get it lathering, or you may use palm kernel oil in the formula to get it lathering, or half and half. That means 4 liters here, 4 liters here, put together, make 8, and use the formula. Okay. That said, back to these questions. Still on combination of oils. You know the formula I gave you. You use 4 liters of oil. I told you Jovim uses a specific combination of oils. And then also gave you a gift that you could use palm kernel oil for the formula and only palm kernel oil and you make soap. For example, let me give you an example. If I have 4 liters of a particular oil and 4 liters of another oil, it is easy because that fits in the formula straight away. You need 8 liters of oil to make a large batch of soap, okay? However, if you had only 2 liters of, for example, palm kernel oil and another oil, make sure it is also 2 liters. Make sure that formula balances. If you're using 2 liters here, make sure there are 2 liters on the other side. I don't know if that's making sense. 2 liters of palm kernel oil, 2 liters of vegetable oil, or 2 liters of palm kernel oil, 2 liters of coconut oil. You need to balance this formula. So once you have the formula from 4 liters to 2 liters, that means the lye solution you need less as well. So the formula is 4, 4, 4. 4 liters of oil A plus 4 liters of oil B is equals to adding lye solution of 4 liters. If you have 2 liters of oil A, 2 liters of oil B, you will have to use 2 liters of the lye. Just half it. You don't need too much mathematics there. That's how the formula works. So, mommy, I have little oil. Measure it. If it's 1 liter there, 1 liter here, those are 2. That means you're going to use 1 liter of lye. I'll demonstrate it one day practically. That will make it easy for you guys, okay? All right. Then somewhere in the videos, I was going through your comments and I found a question. Mommy, what are the units of these buckets you're using? I've made it easy by using different color codes of buckets. The biggest, let's call it a lye tank, where I poured water, 18 liters times 3, that is 54 liters of water. Before I added 25 kilograms of the caustic soda. Yes? That particular blue bucket is 120 liters. Okay? Then the green bucket that we were using to measure the water, that bucket, which is green, is 18 liters and we needed 3. Right? Then the other bucket I used in that particular video was the brown little bucket. That little bucket is 10 liters. It is inscribed with 10 liters inside. Okay? That is one you use to collect your concentrate after it has cooled down 3 days after preparation. So when I collect that, I pour in the white bucket, 10 liters. All I'm doing, why I'm using units in these buckets, I don't want to use scale. But I'm not guessing. There is no guesswork in this formula. It's actual chemistry. There is chemical reactions happening. So, guys, don't just go and buy a blue bucket. No units. Don't just go and buy a green bucket. No units. Eh? You buy a brown bucket. No units. Just because it looks like the one you've seen in the video. These buckets are inscribed with numbers. And if I go to other areas where these buckets are sold, they're in different colors. But still with inscription of units. Okay? For those of you who are interested and excited, and mommy, me, I want to use my scale. I bought my scale. I want to use my scale. Fine. Go back. Use water this time. Don't put any chemicals so that you don't waste them. Carry water. Empty bucket. Weight to 0. That means put it back to 0. Yes? Put your blue bucket and start pouring the water from the green bucket. See how much it weighs, the one bucket. See how many 3 weigh. There you go. You're happy, eh? Whereas us who don't have time for that scale business, just get 3 buckets of 18 liters each. Pour in the blue buckets, which is 120 liters. That 120 liters, you will not be able to fill it. But at least it's big enough to contain your master batch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to say the last questions. If there are more questions, guys, leave them in the comments. Go back to the videos and put comments and questions. We shall answer accordingly. Once we get time, we answer, okay? The other one I'll be answering is about training. Jacqueline, we would like to train with you. How do we come to your training? How is your training organized? How much is it? Where can I be? Okay. Jovim School of Champions. That is the school that involves with teaching you all classes of soap making. People would want to learn from scratch. Basically, I want to know the type of oil, the chemical reactions happening, how to handle this and that. We can do that. However, the fact remains that whether you study 1 day or 3 weeks or 8 weeks, like I've promised you, that if you're a slow learner, it's okay. We can give you up to 8 weeks for you coming to our place to learn. Until you're like, Mommy, now I think I've mastered this one. See you later. 8 weeks you have. If you go past the 8 weeks, let's face it, you'll pay more because you're using more resources and taking more time. However, some of you are so sharp. 1 day, you're done. Mommy, I'll do mine in 1 day. Fine. Whether you're doing half a day, quarter day, 1 hour, the price is still the same. Remember, we are using chemicals that are very expensive. So whether you do 1 hour or 2, you still need these chemicals to do your practical. So kindly, for those of you seeking training, we can offer individual training here at Jovim School of Champions. That training can last up to 8 weeks if you are a slow learner or you are busy and you're like, Mommy, I'll do here and there and there. Yes, come. Those of you who are like, Mommy, I live very far, I can only give myself 1 day, please. And you are ready to understand that it will be a crash. Of course, we can do that for you. I'm not changing the price because of your time. I'm not changing the price because of how long you learn. I'm not changing your price for those particular 8 weeks. If you can learn before the 8 weeks elapse, good luck. If you can learn in 1 week, good luck. If you can learn in 1 day, it is still your choice, but the price remains the same. Okay? So kindly, if you're a group, make sure that where you're going to take your training has enough ventilation. There's enough room for us to maneuver. Yes? And time for us to do the practical. I can come and teach. Okay? If you're like, Mommy, I have everything. I have my chemicals already ready. I just want you to come and teach us. I'll come. The fact remains that if you're a group, the concentration and time you need is different. For example, all of you will not have the same questions. You have different questions. You take up more time, right? All of you will not have the learning capacity at the same time. You have some of you who are slow, some are faster, but training can be done. If that is the case, we can extend the training to 3 days for that group, for a week for that group. It's up to your money. Okay? That means I have to pay for my fuel, my lunch. That means fuel is for transport, right? My break and lunch, I'll have to count that, you see. That means you're pushing your price up. But you're like, I don't care, Mommy, I shall pay. I'll come. All you need to do to book these lessons, you need to call me or WhatsApp me on 024 700 179. 024 700 1739. I'll leave the number on my channel. I'll leave the number on the description of this, okay? However, I've got people calling from Ethiopia. I've got Jovim family calling from all the way from Nigeria. I've got Jovim family calling me from South Africa. I've got Jovim family calling from America, UK, Canada, China, Uganda. Guys, kindly, I only train physically in Ghana. I've not started online courses or training. The only thing you have as your equipment is my YouTube channel. If you're around me and you have a chance to drop in Ghana, I can teach you physically. If you're like, mommy, me, I'll pay your money, but you're going to be on Zoom. You sit on there and teach me. I will do that. But I cannot physically come to China. I cannot physically come to America. I cannot physically come to Ethiopia, sister. I cannot come to Ethiopia. That goes to the same way for the equipment. Some of you asking for the table to come to Cote d'Ivoire, to come to Niger, to come to Uganda. Guys, these equipment are heavy. So I'm kindly requesting that if you have access to Amazon, especially for molds that have silicone, order from Amazon, order from Alibaba, order from eBay, order from Etsy if you are in America or you are in UK. That way you can get these particular equipment that are really nice and yeah. But if you're like me, that where you are there is a carpenter, carry a bar of soap, go to your carpenter in your language, explain to them that you're looking for a box. Yes, or a square made of wood, should be tight and nicely made for you to line with a plastic liner. I've shown you how to line these molds. I've shown you how I measured the dimension of the bar so that I get a mold. Don't spend money yet until you know that yes, your business is running and it can afford that. Otherwise, you'll be in debt before you even start. Yes, for those of you who have money and you can afford it, order Gigi here in Ghana, call Gigi. Uganda, go to eBay, go to Amazon, go to Etsy. Send a friend who is in America or in UK to bring it for you or to send it and ship it to Mugalu. They will get it for you. The oils, I cannot ship anywhere unless you're within Ghana. Then you have access to me, guys. Yeah, I can tell you, okay, you can come on this day, pick your oil. Either you order with cash or order when you pick your stuff. It depends on you. But kindly, training is only in Ghana. Oils are only in Ghana. I don't ship anywhere. And for other equipment, they are too heavy to even try and ship them. That's why I give the dimensions for you. Measure it for you and say, now go and try your carpenter to do it for you. If you want already made China, go to Alibaba, go to Amazon, go to eBay. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our questions and answers for today. If you have any questions, you need clarification on anything, please leave a comment, give me a call or WhatsApp me. I'll answer as soon as possible. From me, Jacqueline, thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and sharing. We are growing fast and you really are surprising me. I am lost for words to explain this, but we are growing fast. Jovim family, thank you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for being interested in something to change your life. This is a life skill that can change your life forever. You don't have to rely on a 9 to 5 all the time. You can do a side hustle. Okay? Until next time, from me, Jacqueline, a Jovim lifestyle. Good night.